Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, hey, what's going on, fellas? Hey, hey, what's going on? How's it going, fellas? Darren, Darren, what's going on, big guy? That's good to hear. I'm not gonna lie, Darren, I was thinking about you with that tsunami that came off of Russia. I saw that it was gonna hit the coast. I was like, my first thought, man, I hope Darren's gonna be all right. I kid you not. So good to hear life as well. I know that it didn't amount to anything, but rained in the last few days. Gotcha. Yeah, it was raining here in Northern Illinois pretty bad. And then the last 3 days, we've had the perfect temperatures. We've had 75, 80 and sun. I cannot complain. So, what's going on, everybody? I'll let you guys know I'm trying something a little bit different with the audio this week. I haven't been super happy with the audio the last couple weeks. So let me know. Is it coming through clear? Do you feel like it's better? It's worse? It's the same? Let me know. No, for real. Yeah, I was keeping track of it as well. In the summer, I'm kind of like a semi-weather nerd. I don't know, it just for some reason, like severe weather just gravitates my attention. So, but biggest, most important thing is that you're all right, and that works for me. Sweet, thanks, Darren. I appreciate that. So hopefully, I figured it out. All right, guys. As more people sign on, we're gonna get this ball rolling here. As always, I'd like to welcome you guys back to Call Your Shot Sports Breaks Memorabilia. My name is Bart. For those of you guys that know me, for those guys that are first timers, welcome to the break room. We're happy to have you guys. If you look at the video description, you'll see that there's a link to our Facebook group. If you're inclined to do that, if you don't mind, you're more than welcome to. Everybody that requests to be part of the group will get accepted. I think we're up to about 31 people. And then in a couple weeks, we'll be doing a little freebie giveaway break for the people that are in the Facebook group. So just a friendly reminder that this upcoming month, since football's kind of gearing up, we are going to do some 2020 Chronicles. If you're in the Facebook group, free of charge. We'll do this after one of the breaks in a couple weeks. Good options here for Tua and Burrow and Herbert, just to kind of gear up for the football season. I don't know if you guys are pumped for it, but I definitely am. Getting a lot more messages from my friends about fantasy football, which means that we're in an exciting time of the year. Yeah, I'm open for big hits tonight as well, Darren. So I'm with you, my man. So maybe we'll just bring out this guy early just to make sure. So we've got our hit parade case hit. Maybe since we'll just try to put it out there in the ether that we're looking for case hits tonight. We're looking for big hits. We're going to do 5 items tonight. We're going to do 2 football. So a little bit different than the last couple of weeks. We'll do our black bag, which is the tried and true. We'll do the Extravaganza jersey. This is my last one for the Extravaganza. We're still waiting on a hit. So I'm hoping tonight is the one that we've been waiting for since that's my last box of Extravaganza. We'll then move on to the hockey. So we've got the game puck that's been doing us pretty decent the last couple weeks. And then we'll end with the 2 items for baseball. I did just put in an order recently for a couple new things. So I've got some hockey jerseys coming. I've got some football mini helmets coming. I've got some different things. So I'm going to try to mix it up, guys, and make sure that week to week we get a little bit of variety. I know that we've been kind of rocking the same thing, but hey, for my opinion, it's been working. People have been enjoying it. So I've been rocking that, but be on the lookout for some variety. I'll let you guys know week to week as to what's going on. Next week, I think we'll do a very similar break to tonight and then throw in the 8x10 photos. But then after that, I'm going to mix in some stuff. I think I even have basketball. I know somebody had asked me about basketball. So I ordered a case of some signed and slab hits. So they're going to be like signed and slabbed basketball cards. So I'm curious to see what that will be and if you guys will like that as well. So yeah, I figured Darren, I figured you wouldn't be opposed. Those hockey jerseys are really nice when we did them a couple weeks back. So I'm excited to get back into those as well. All right, guys, feel free to jump in the chat if you'd like. If you could like and subscribe to the video, I would appreciate that as always. Otherwise, I think we're ready to rock and roll. I can see we got 7 people here. So I'm ready. Let's get after it. So we are going to start with football as we usually do. A friendly reminder to everybody in the group in the break that all items must be marked as shipped on eBay according to what eBay asked me to do. Not every team is going to hit. The team that receives the memorabilia is the team that you'll see on the item itself. To confirm on eBay, you'll see a tracking number. If you see a tracking number on eBay, that is confirmation that your team was the one that hit and that you'll be receiving the item. If you see that your item ships but you don't see a tracking number, then you did not hit in that break for that memorabilia. But don't be discouraged. It's really just a numbers game. I would tell you to keep trying. Of course, from my end, there's no pressure. Keep trying, see what happens, and kind of go from there. As always, we're going to start with the black bag for football. I'll take you guys on a quick little trip around. Since we've been around for a couple weeks, maybe I don't have to go super slow through it. But we do got some new people. We've had a steady stream of newbies come through here, and I've had some really nice conversations. Special shout out to the guys that I've talked to that have said some nice things about the break room. We even had a couple people that didn't jump into the breaks but have been watching for a couple weeks and then finally decided this week to give it a try. So shout out to those people, and I wish you guys the best of luck. So like I said, we'll start with football. We'll start with this black bag, and then we'll work our way to the Extravaganza. I'm hoping there's some nice hits in here. All right, guys, let's get after it. GoldRush Black Bag Edition autographed football jersey. Here we go. Good luck to all teams. How about some hits tonight? We've been on a nice little heater the last couple weeks, I think, in my opinion. So let's continue it tonight. If not, even make it better for somebody. All right, here we go. First item of the night. Good luck to all teams. Woo! There's some nice colors. I got some white. I got some yellow. I got some red. And of course, on the jersey itself, I've got a Smith. I'll have to take a look and see what kind of Smith it is. So I'll keep it on the screen here. All right, so we've got N. Smith. So N. Smith on a 90. Got a big old autograph here. So big old autograph with the 90 inscription. We do got the Beckett cert. So the Beckett cert here, WZ80948. WZ80948. Just by the colors, it looks like it's Kansas City, but it could be college uniform. So I'll go take a look just to be sure. But N. Smith on a big old 90. Beautiful autograph. Beautiful signature there. And a Beckett cert. So give me 1 second. I'll take a look at it. Of course, if you're feeling up to it, you want to help me out in the chat. We do got a couple guys that are pretty quick at this. Feel free. Otherwise, I got no problem looking it up myself. All right, guys. Give me a second to go over to Beckett. Beckett takes a second just to make sure. But if you want to look it up with me, there's no problem with that. So here we go. Beckett cert, WZ809. 48. Got to fill out the CAPTCHA to make sure that I'm not a robot. All right, this is a Neil Smith. So this is Neil Smith. N is for Neil. I'll scoot over to Pro Football Reference, and we'll go take a look at it together. All right. So Neil Smith, this one's going out to the Kansas City Chiefs. Like I had mentioned, he's a 6-time Pro Bowler, a 1-time All-Pro, 2-time Super Bowl champion, and he is in the Hall of Fame All 1990s team. Drafted in the first round, 2nd overall by the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a defensive end, and it looks like he was a monster. Played for Kansas City for 9 years, 138 games, 85.5 sacks. Okay, this one's going Kansas City. So Kansas City Chiefs this week is Mike P. So this is Mike P. Mike P breaking with us for the first time, I believe, or one of the first times. He might have been in the last week or two, but I think this is his first hit. So congrats, Mike P. We got Neil Smith coming your way. Anytime that you can have an all-star, all-pro, Hall of Famer from the 1990s, we're going to take it. Monster defensive ends. Beautiful autograph from Mike P. Beautiful signature on that Beckett cert. All right. We'll leave it here on screen. Again, congrats. Thanks for jumping in, Mike P. Tony! There he is. What's going on, Big Tony? All right. We'll move on to the second item for football. And like I said, a little bit different than the last couple of weeks. I got my last box of Extravaganza. I think I still have a box or two of another jersey product, so I think I'll try to mix that here as well as we get closer to the beginning of the season. But man, I think for the Extravaganza, I think we are due for one of these up front. So yeah, no worries, Tony. You should never apologize for sitting at a bonfire, my man. There's one of the beautiful things of life. So I'm almost happy that you were late because of the bonfire. That means you're enjoying the bonfire. You deserve it, my man. All right, let's get after it. So I'll take you guys on a quick trip around the box. So, of course, we've got some Extravaganza here, GoldRush products. Got 2 levels of transparency. We've got the cellophane wrapping around the outside, as well as the patented secondary seal. So I'll start with the cellophane wrapping, and then we'll move our way to the secondary seal. All right, let's start with the cellophane. All right, secondary seal. Here we go. We've been waiting for it. How about a nice headliner out of here? That'd be pretty sweet. As you guys can see, secondary seal in good shape. Exactly what you would expect. Same way I received it from the distributor. We've been waiting patiently. So here we go. I think it's my last box of Extravaganza. Good luck to all teams. Let's get after it. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we got it. We asked for one of the headliners, and we shall receive. There it is. We got a love jersey. Green Bay Packers. It is. Quarterback, Green Bay Packers, love on the J Love. Boom is exactly right. Big old Packers hit on the number 10 inscription. Beckett cert. This is a 1W897054. 1W897054. Boom. Being a Bears fan, I will have no trouble packing this up and getting it out in the mail. But that is a beauty. Yeah, Jordan Love. J Love on the hit. And if we look at the front of the box, ladies and gentlemen, there it is. We've been waiting for it patiently. But on the front cover there as one of the main hits. That's legit. That's funny, Tony. Yeah, I guess you're right. Between you and me, money aside, I'd rather have you here. But that's still funny. I'll take that. So J Love going out to the Packers. This one's going out to Mike A. So this one's going out to Mike. Congrats, Mike. That is a very nice hit. So we've got both Mikes well represented. We had the Neil Smith for Mike P. And Jordan Love from Mike A. Mike, congrats, man. Jordan Love. That is a nice jersey. And as a Bears fan, if I'm saying it, man, that's beauty. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Darren called for the big hits. We had the hit parade up there trying to help us out. I'd say that's a strong start. 1990s Hall of Fame team, Jordan Love. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tony, I'm with you. Me and Tony share some love for this love right here. Of course, he's a Lions fan. I'm a Bears fan, but all jokes aside, that's an awesome hit. All right, let's just hold on to this case hit here and try to get some good juju. We'll move on to hockey. And then for hockey, again, going to the hit parade, Series 7 on the game puck. I think we've got 4 of these left. So kind of getting down to the nitty gritty with the game pucks. Like I said, I did order some hockey jerseys to try to mix it up. In case you're at home keeping track, this week we're opening up box 26 out of 50 this week for the hit parade. All right. Now, hit parade a little bit different than GoldRush. Of course, GoldRush has the secondary seal. Hit parade has that secondary sleeve. So we'll take you on a quick trip around the box. Once I cut open the cellophane wrapping, I'll slide over the seal. And then once I do that, I should be able to open up the box and reveal the hit. For a majority of our pucks, we've seen the team up front. A friendly reminder that if we don't see the team logo up front, if there's a specific inscription for like a game or something like that that the puck goes to, I'll just use the Patrick Kane as the example, right? If it's 2010 and it's the playoffs, then of course, whichever team that player played for on that specific puck as to what it's inscribed to is where it will go to, just as a friendly reminder. All right, let's get after it. So how about this guy, the hit parade? Maybe see another one of these yellows in there. That'd be kind of nice. All right, we'll fester some good luck. All right, good luck to all teams. Let's get after it. How about a nice hit here for somebody? We've had some nice ones come out of here. That surprising Stoltz from a couple weeks back. I'm still thinking about that one. Of course, the Patrick Kane is a part of my dreams on a weekly basis. So, all right, here we go. Like we said, box number 26 out of 50. Here goes the sleeve. Let's take a look. What kind of hits? Okay, looks like it's just a regular hit. But even then, we had a semi-case hit that was declared from the same kind of color. So I guess we'll see. All right, here we go. Good luck to all teams. Hockey game puck. Let's see. All right. I know the team. This one's going out to the Oilers. I don't know if my hockey people want to take a shot at it before I reveal. But that's a beautiful puck. For the regular guys that come back on a weekly basis, you know how much I'm a sucker for silver Sharpie on black background. Almost all these pucks are there. So this one's going to the Oilers. I don't know. And my hockey guys want to take a go. Stuart Skinner. All right, Darren gave it a shot. All right, let's take a peek. Never doubt Darren. That's what I've learned when it comes to the hockey, or maybe just things in general. So Darren is right. This one's a Stuart Skinner. Stuart Skinner going out to the Oilers. All right, Darren, educate me if you know it. I don't know, no pressure, right? Great young goalie. All right. Tony, yeah. Darren just knows. He is the game puck whisperer. As soon as he saw the number on the box, he knew where this one was going. So another semi-case hit. Okay. A great young goalie, according to Darren. And the last time Darren told me I had a semi-case hit, I looked it up, and it was the number 1 player that was ranked on NHL.com under the age of 26 as a forward. So I don't know if that means anything to anybody, but if he's telling me that, then I'll take it. So Stuart Skinner going out to the Oilers. I'll look Stuart Skinner up anyway, just because I want to learn a little bit more about hockey. But this week for the Oilers, this one's going out to Mike A. Mike, you are on a heater tonight, my man. So this one's going out to Mike A. I can also show the back of it. I forgot to do that. Show you the certs and everything. So congrats, Mike, on a heater tonight already. 3 items. Again, we got the Stuart Skinner there. And then we've got the hologram verification. All right. I want to know a little bit more about Stuart Skinner, so give me a second just to say a couple words. Of course, Darren has given us the thumbs up, so I'll take that all day. But I'll educate myself. So I'm going to go over to hockeyreference.com. Let's take a look. Stuart Skinner, catches left, goalie. All right, he's had some shutouts, more wins than losses. All Edmonton. Save percentage 90.6. Yeah, no kidding. Young goalie with a lot of promise. He's only 26. Drafted in the 3rd round. He was born in Edmonton. That's pretty awesome. I imagine that's a full circle story. That's hilarious, Darren. I was going to say something in addition to that, but I'm just going to stay quiet. But you got this one right. You can let your wife know. Called it. Stuart Skinner going out to Mike A. A nice young goalie from Edmonton, playing for Edmonton. I'm a sucker for that too. Not just silver Sharpie on black puck, but for guys that end up playing where they grew up from. Being a Chicago guy and getting Derrick Rose on the Bulls, man, that was a story too. I remember when Derrick Rose was in high school, he played sectionals and like the state tournament. He played in my high school gym. Got a chance to see him live. Man, guy was a real deal. Next level speed. I could have told you then he was going to be crazy. Sucks for the injury for Derrick Rose, but I'm a sucker for guys that get to play in their hometown. So that's awesome. All right, so not quite the case hit, but I'm going to take that all day. Young goalie. So congrats, Mike A. All right, guys, it's baseball time. As nice as these hits are, I'm going to move on to the baseball. Of course, in the baseball, we got 2 items. So we'll start with the black bag for the jersey and then work our way to the baseball bat to end it like we normally do. So why not? Oh, thanks, Darren. I think so too. But coming from you, that probably means a lot more. So Tony's got it right. Tony's a smart man. If you haven't had a chance to read his last comment in the chat there, all guys will understand. I think Tony's got it right. I didn't say it out loud. I just said, look at his comment, right? Don't tell my wife. All right. So we'll take a quick look around the black bag. Of course, quick one. Everything in good order, exactly the way as you would expect it. All right, guys, let's get after it. We've had some nice hits come out of the baseball jersey. Let's continue on. Yeah, we've got some nice ones tonight. Why stop now? 2 more items. Let's make it happen. We'll spread out the love a little bit or stay on the heater for the guys that have hit. All right, here we go. Good luck to all teams. Baseball time. All right, I'm seeing a red jersey just right from the jump. Let's see what we got. Woo! A Jonathan Papelbon. 58. Going out to the Boston Red Sox, it appears. I think the rich are about to get richer here, if I remember the list correctly. So we got the 58. Big old nice autograph here. Stayed out of the stitching. We've got the Beckett cert. On the Beckett cert, we are W329439. Okay, one more time. W329439. Jonathan Papelbon on the Boston jersey. We'll take a look at the front anyway, because I know I'm going to take care of it, tuck it away, and it'll be nice. So there's the full on back. Papelbon 58, beautiful. Boston up front. Red Sox hit. If memory serves me correctly, I think the rich are about to get a little bit richer with this one. But I'll take a look at the list before I officially say it out loud. So on the Papelbon, Boston Red Sox this week. This one's going out to Mike A. This one's going out to Mike. Congrats. Mike A. Have a break, why don't you? Mike A hits in all three. It's a star-studded pitcher from the Red Sox in the baseball jersey. It's the QB from the Packers in the football jersey. Gets a nice goalie in the hockey puck. Mike A. Have a night. Congrats, my man. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Yeah. 3 out of 4. That's pretty solid. All right, I'll take care of that one when it comes time to wrap it up and get it going. All right, I'm going to take a moment to push these items aside. And then we got the baseball bat. Give me 1 second just to kind of get organized here. Don't want to discredit any of these hits, so we'll try to spread it out. All right, guys. So everything's still there on the table. Our last item for the evening will be the baseball bat from RSA. Per usual, there's not much place to open up vertically. So all this is sealed up tight, it's just cardboard. But on the ends here, we got the barrel side, which is the side that I'm going to open up. We got some pretty heavy-duty tape here. So I'll take you on a quick trip just to verify it. This is the side that I'll open up. I'll chuck the box, reveal the auto. Hopefully it's one that we know. If not, we'll look it up. Let's go take a peek at the knob side. Of course, knob side, same idea, guys. Heavy tape. Everything in working order. We've had some boppers the last couple weeks. Guys with lots of home runs. Heavy on the WAR for career wins above average. Why stop the streak? All right, guys, let's get after it. Tony, that's hilarious. Yeah. We're going to build a stack here for Mike. It's on the left in case anybody just got onto the stream. So congrats again, Mike. Mike's having a night. All right, guys. So here we go. Let's open it up from the barrel side. And we'll take a peek. So give me a second. Pretty heavy on the tape here. And then we'll take a look. As always, I'll let you guys digest it for a few moments. If I know it, I'll reveal it. If I don't, we'll look it up together. As always, the bats are a little bit more deceiving because they don't always have a team. Very rarely do they have a team. So we'll have to look it up. All right, give me a second. But good luck to all teams. Why not? Will we add to the Mike stack or will this go to somebody different? Hey, good luck to all teams. Mike's a regular guy, so jumps in every week. Nothing wrong with that. All right, let's see what we got. One more time. Good luck to all teams. Here we go. All right, looks like a black bat. Black bat, silver Sharpie incoming. Here we go. Ooh. That's a fancy one. There goes the box. All right. I can tell you that that's a fancy looking auto. I can tell you that I do not know offhand. I think my brain wants to say something, but I'm not going to say it out loud. So anybody know? We'll go take a peek together unless somebody knows. So we got the Beckett cert. And then we'll look it up. So on the Beckett cert, I got 1W687436. 1W687436. Yeah, Sheffield is that's not a bad guess. That's not bad at all. All right, we'll go take a peek at it together. So we're on a Beckett cert. So give me a second, guys. I'll scoot over. But again, if you want to look it up with me, I'll repeat the cert back to you. All right, here we go. So it's 1W68. 7436. I am not a robot. And all right. It's not who I was thinking. Rafael Palmeiro. This one's going Rafael Palmeiro. Sneak it over into Baseball Reference. Rafael Palmeiro. A bopper when it comes to home runs. First baseman, left fielder. Guys, 569 home runs. 71.9 WAR. That is filthy. Over 10,000 at bats, over 3,000 hits, batting .288 for his career. Woo! Had a little bit of time on my Cubbies, but this is not a Cubs hit. When it comes to Palmeiro, this is a Texas Rangers hit. He played for 10 years for the Rangers. Over 1,500 games for the Texas Rangers. Wow. 569 home runs. Yeah. I wonder where he falls all time. I'm going to look it up. .569. That's got to be up there. Number 13. Number 13 all time. The only guys that beat him, Harmon Killebrew, McGuire, Frank Robinson, Sosa, Tomei, Griffey, Mays, Rodriguez, Pujols, Ruth, Aaron, Bonds. That is a monster hit. No, yeah, you're not wrong, Adam. Hey, it was a wild, wild west when it came to the PEDs. How much we can truly believe, I don't know, but he was a monster nonetheless. Rafael Palmeiro. You're not wrong, though, Adam. Rafael Palmeiro going Rangers. Man, that's a monster hit. On the Louisville Slugger Pro Stock, 13th all-time home runs. Texas Rangers. This one's going out to Jean-Rie. Jean-Rie. And Adam, I'm with you. Then, like, I think that is the main comment, right? You could be on PEDs, but you still got to hit the ball. You got to make that contact. And when guys are throwing gas and throwing that cheesy stuff, you still got to make contact. And this one's going out Jean-Rie. So Jean-Rie, another one of our regular guys. Man, I'm not sure if he's here tonight, but I'm going to tell you right now, he is going to be stoked about this one. I know that Jean-Rie hit the bat maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure he was aware of it, that he hit it. Jean-Rie, if you're here tonight, you are not going to be disappointed, my man. Rafael Palmeiro coming out for the Rangers. Yeah, that's right there, Tony. That McGuire and Sosa race, man. I think that put baseball back on. I think baseball was suffering, and they needed something to capture people's attention. And man, I remember being a kid and just checking daily. How many did Sosa hit? How many did McGuire hit? Who's in the lead? All right, so quick recap, guys. Like we just saw, Rafael Palmeiro, Rangers, Jean-Rie. When it came to the other baseball, we had Jonathan Papelbon, Boston Red Sox. Out to Mike A. Mike A had a night tonight. If you're just signing on, I think we had 15 people up there at some point. Mike A had a night. For hockey, we had the Stuart Skinner, young goalie for Edmonton. Mike A. And to continue on the Mike A stack on the left, Jordan Love. We were waiting for it. Big time hit, Packers. Jordan Love. Classic auto with the heart. Mike A for the Packers. And then last but not least, we had a Neil Smith come out for the Kansas City Chiefs. I think this one went out to Mike P. Big old 90. 1990s Hall of Fame. Beautiful autograph. Mike P. All right. So that's the break for tonight. I just want to say thanks again. Again, I tell you guys on a weekly basis, this doesn't happen without you. So thanks to everybody that jumped in this week. Special shout out to everybody that jumped in and picked up some extra teams. Definitely had some people help me out last night, this morning, all the way through to today. So appreciate it, guys. There's not much to argue about that break. We've got a nice young quarterback, number 13 home run hitter in all of MLB history. Nice young goalie, big time name pitcher from Boston. 1990s Hall of Famer NFL. I would say this week brought the heat. I know the breaks are more fun when your team hits, but it's hard to argue with the little board that we got sitting there tonight. So again, thanks again, guys. I appreciate your help in filling the breaks. We are now officially on 3 weeks consecutive sellouts, and that means the world to me. So thank you. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. If you're interested in the breaks next week, very similar break, but instead of having the second jersey for football, we'll go back to the 8x10s. And then probably next week after that, I'll probably try doing like a mini helmet once they come in. Maybe next week I can show you guys the mini helmets and who's on the headliner list and all those kind of things. So hopefully I have that for you. And then we'll try to mix in. We'll try to mix in some basketball. We'll try to mix in some hockey jerseys and try to give it some flavor from week to week. But thanks again, guys. No, yeah, definitely. Stick with it. Time's coming. John Ree, congrats. All right, guys. Have a good rest of your weekend. Enjoy your friends. Enjoy your families. I look forward to next week. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. See ya.